Okay, what's up? It's Elijah. I'm going to show you really quickly here how to install this new Spotify features and functionality and get some of that cool stuff working. So I want to assume I'm in your position. Just found out, the Spotify update looks like trash. Don't really want it. Kind of want, to get to its new stuff, get back to the old Spotify. So first thing we got to do in order to get to that point is uninstall your current version of Spotify. So this is really simple. Let's go down here, add or remove programs. Click on that, and we're going to open up this menu here. Let's go ahead, type in Spotify. Boom, uninstall. Yes, please. Should get a little prompt. Obviously, click OK. And Spotify should disappear. And it usually disappears from down here. Sometimes it doesn't, though. It's fine. It should be gone. And if you click on it, yes, you'll get an error. Spotify does not exist, which is good. So we're going to go ahead and add exit out of this. And in the meantime, I'm going to turn off the second taskbar because that's not how I do things around here. So I'm going to go to this Reddit post. And what we're going to do now is install an older version of Spotify. This is going to be for Windows. So I'll link, of course, this Reddit post in the description. We're going to click the first link that he has. Go to this website. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to go down to this version right here, May 21st, 2020. This is the one we want. It's 1.1.33.569. Just remember 33, that's the main thing you got to look for. So we're going to click on that. It's 74 megabyte download. So we're going to push download. And you push save file. I've already downloaded it, so I don't do it again. But once it's done, hopefully it doesn't take more than a few seconds. Go ahead and open up where it went to, or you can just straight up click on the file. The one that says .exe, and you should get a new pop-up now installing Spotify. So what this is doing is it's installing an older version of Spotify. That's back from the 2020. Yeah, May 21st, 2020. So go ahead and log in just to make sure things are up and running. And you should be seeing what I see here. Roughly you should have the older version of this type of font. This chunk on the top left. If you have the announcements on, you can see all that, your friend activity. Okay, so this is good. Spotify is working. We're going to go ahead and exit out of it now because we're done with that. So we can close out this tab. And now we have another step before we can go and install the cool stuff. We have to stop automatic updates because Spotify likes to automatically put their updates on your system without your consent. It's very amazing. One of the best features. I love it. So we're going to go ahead and follow the instructions here. So I'm going to copy this text, right? App data, Spotify. And push Windows and R at the same time, and you're going to get another little pop-up. Mine opened in the bottom left. Yours probably did too. So we're going to go ahead and paste that into there. Control V. Push OK. You should get a file explorer here that looks like this. Now, if you haven't done so already, what you need to do is go into View, and you need to check this box that says File Name Extensions. So make sure it is enabled so that you can see the extensions. If it's disabled, most of them won't show extensions like Spotify Migrator. So you gotta make sure that's checked. First thing you're gonna do is delete the Spotify Migrator one right here. So you're gonna click delete on your keyboard or just delete. That is what migrates Spotify into the new versions, but we also need to do something else. So we're going ahead and create a new text document. We're actually going to put anything in this text document. It's just we need a new file. So we're going to give the file the name Spotify _ new. And we're going to go across the dot, take out this .txt and put .exe. And push enter, you're going to get a pop-up. It's a warning, it's fine. We're not going to be using this file, even if we were to run it. It's 0 kilobytes. It's not going to do anything. Okay, now I have to repeat the step. I know it says for any file, but I think they meant a new file. I get the feeling that whoever wrote this wasn't super proficient in English. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing here. Spotify. underscore new .exe.sig, and then go ahead and just delete the rest of that after the txt. So shift, arrows, backspace, enter, enter. Okay. Now that we have these two files, we changed the extensions already. Now lastly, we need to make sure that these can't be deleted. So this is essentially tricking Spotify into thinking these two files are there. And to do that, we're going to right click on this, go to properties, click read only, apply, and then OK. Do the exact same thing for this guy. Properties, read only, apply, OK. Boom, now Spotify can't delete these. It thinks it has the newest version installed, when in reality it doesn't, and we are good to go. So go ahead and exit out of this, and exit out of the Reddit tab. Now I'm going to link you to this next website. It's just a GitHub repository called Spicetify. Spicetify CLI. CLI stands for Command Line Interface. So we're going to be running some commands. That's why I'm making this video here. So let's go ahead and go to the installation. So we're on Windows, and I'm going to be using PowerShell because that comes with every version of Windows. So on Windows, you can go ahead and push WX, and you're going to bring up this little panel right here. You go ahead and click on Command Prompt, or if yours says PowerShell right here, go ahead and click on that. Should open up a new window. If you're doing PowerShell, it'll look blue, like this one. Either one is okay. So we're going to copy all of this, paste it into there. My bad. Okay, it actually does have to be PowerShell. I wasn't 100% certain. So go ahead and make sure that you're opening PowerShell. If yours says over here, command prompt, it needs to be PowerShell. So to do that, you just push Windows and then type power the same way we did the add program, and PowerShell should pop up. So now we can paste this into here. To paste it, you're just going to right click with your mouse, then you push enter. And this is going to download the repository, all the files that are in here. All of this stuff is put onto your system. Okay, so now it's in. We're looking good. We scroll down, there's nothing else. So we're going to go back. I'm going to go ahead and click on home again. Okay, back to this page. That's nice. The basic usage. Yeah, here we go. So it says run with no command once to generate the config file. So go ahead and copy this. Go back to your PowerShell and right click again. Push enter. So it made our configuration file. We're going to go in and modify this in a little bit. First, we want to create a backup, just in case something goes wrong. So copy that command, right click. It'll generate the files, and we'll be done. So in the meantime, we can read this. Oh, perfect, it's finished. Whenever you want to update stuff, it says push this, and you have to run a certain command in Spotify to generate the new version of what you just did. So I'm going to go ahead and, if you had run that, Spotify might have opened for you. It did open for me, but I closed it. So if it did open, you'll notice it'll look a little bit like this, look a little different. You don't need to log in. It's fine. We're going to change this because their default theme is white and red. It's okay, but not the prettiest. So first thing we're going to do is customization. We're going to mess with the configuration file. So we're going to type Spicetify -C. And this is where it's located. But for most people, go ahead and just copy this chunk of text right here. Push Windows R again. You get this little window. Go ahead and paste what you just copied into there. Push OK. You should have a notepad or something displaying the configuration. So if you've done any work with Minecraft or any sort of simple modifications, I'm not talking like heavy modding, I'm just talking like config modding, you should know what this is. So 0 stands for false, 1 stands for true, it's binary. And in some cases 0 stands for default, -1 for false, but that's only for these ones right here. So I'll go ahead and walk you through that. In fact, if you're struggling to understand what all this is, you can type Spicetify --help config, push enter, and it gives you a list of everything that corresponds to each option. So this is additional options. additional options. We have home, so it's going to be alphabetical. Home right here, home right here. It's on page. It's on page, so we can see what exactly it is. Enable disable ability to click at song name and player bar will access that song page. Okay, I know what he's trying to say. It's just he worded it weirdly. So essentially, when you click on a song, it usually brings you to the album page. This will instead show you the Spotify playlists that contain that song. So 0 is the default, which means it won't do that. -1 means it won't. It overrides, because certain themes will just assume the default and maybe set it to true, but 1 will allow it to do that. So I'm going to leave it as a default for now. But in the meantime, I'm going to change home to -1. I don't want it to show the home page because this is the left sidebar that says home, browse, and radio. I never use any of that at all, so I'm going to turn both of those off, home and radio. The rest of this junk, we don't need yet. Fast user switching, if you have multiple users that you want to change, you can do that. All of this, we're going to leave how it is. You can go ahead and read the description for each of these. And then we're going to do Spotify launch flags. So right here, they have a whole list of stuff you can set up when it launches, but this essentially can save you the time of having to enter your username and your password. So what we can type is -- username, and then I believe it is your username. So I'll just do a log10 for mine, and then you do a pipe like that. So here's, let me just make sure. Yeah, equals username. Okay, and then -- password equals password, and this will automatically log in for you every time with your username and your password. Obviously, this is not my password, but it'll save you the time of doing that. And so when you're done changing whatever you want to say, change and save, you're going to push file, save. And now we're not going to exit this out. We can just minimize it for the time being. Go back a page. Back another page. Now we can start working on themes. So let's see if you list it. Yeah, perfect. Community themes is going to be in the bottom. Open that in a new tab. This is a list of all the themes that you can get at the moment. So we're going to go up to wiki, click on the word wiki, and it'll show you a preview of each theme. So you can see each theme here, what it looks like, a preview of it, and then you just find the name of the one you want to get. So I'm looking at, let's see, let's do Bittersweet. In fact, I'll do a complex one. So notice how this one says black, and then underneath it has base and purple. So I'm going to show you how to change that in case you want to use the purple one, which I think I will. I like purple. So the name is black. That's the name of the theme. We're going to go back a page to the word black. And now we are going to, so there's no easy way to download this. So what I'm going to do is show you what we have to do to get around that. So go ahead and copy this right here. So I'm on the customization. You can click theme. Go ahead and select all of this and copy. And go back into our Windows R. This guy. Go ahead and paste it, Control V, push OK. Perfect. We should be in an empty folder. So this is where it says we put our themes, bigger themes in here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create new files and put the themes. So we need everything besides the README. We don't need that. So just make sure. Okay. I'm going to do new text document, color.text. I'm going to do new text document, user.text, and I'm going to look at this. Okay, I can tell that this is just a PNG, it's just an image. So all we need is the color.ini and the user.css. So let's do the user.css first. You're going to click on this, click on raw, and then just click on anything and type Control and A at the same time. You've highlighted all the text, now push copy. Go ahead and go back to this guy, themes. Open color.text. Should open in a notepad like this. Push paste. File, save, exit. I'm sorry. Why did I do it? It's It's user. I don't know why I just did that. So get rid of all this, save it. User, .text, save it. Paste, save, Control V, Control S. Come back here, rename. We're leaving the user, we're changing this to CSS. So we just changed it to text so that we could put text in there. Now it's going to be registered by the system as a CSS file. So now go back, you're going to open color.ini. You go to the raw. Go ahead and select all this, or just Control A, copy. And now we are going to go into color.css. I'm sorry. Color.text, leave it how it is. Paste that. Save it. Exit. Now we rename it. So I can push F2 or I can just go to rename. Color.ini. Okay. Now we're almost done. We got the theme in where we want it to be. The next step though, go back to Spicetify themes. We are going to double check this. So we cloned it. Configure current theme. Okay, so it says we can use it from the command line. I'm actually going to go ahead and open up the ini file. So this config.ini, hopefully you didn't close it. If you did, once again, you just push Windows R. And the command was up above, but it's this one right here, config.ini, and it should open it there for you. So let me close out my other one. Close out this one. Okay, so let's go to the current theme. I'm going to change that to the name of the theme that we just got. It's dark. Or was it black? No, it was black, okay. There's a separate dark one. It was black. And then we're going to go under the sub theme, which is purple. So that is a color scheme. Purple. File, save. Now, if you're doing something that didn't have a color scheme, for example, bittersweet, it's just bittersweet by itself. There is no different color scheme. It's just, this is what you get. So you could leave this one blank right here. Now we can exit out of our config. Go back to your PowerShell. We're going to type Spicetify CLI. In black, not found. You know what I did? We have to create a new folder. I'm sorry. Type the name black. I'll put everything in there. It's just the downside of not being able to copy all of this inside its folder directly. The only way you can do it is to copy all of them, and you don't want all the themes. It takes up too much space. So now we're going to do it again. Spicetify apply. Overriding themed assets, and Spotify is starting up. I already see the purple. I'll type in my password. And right away, all I see is the browse. Remember, previously it would be the home, library, browse up there. Now it's gone. So Spotify is loading in. I can see my friend activity. Give it a second to load the rest here. Try clicking on something. There we go. So just click on something and wake it up. I can see the theme is applied. It's purple. And if I were to play a song, you can see this is what it looks like now. This is my new theme. It should be purple too. Yeah, perfect. So that is essentially the setup. I know this went a little bit long. 20 minutes is a bit of time, but that should be roughly how long it takes you. Maybe 15, 20 minutes. And for any other themes that you want to install after this, you do the exact same thing. So for Blade Runner, you go ahead and create a new folder inside of themes. Call it Blade Runner. But yeah, you get the idea. You're going to copy the INI and the CSS. Forget about the images and the README. And then you'd set the theme and the config to Blade Runner. Color scheme either to base or to 2049. I'm more of a 2049 guy myself, but base is not bad as it is. So hopefully this was helpful. Thank you for watching.